One teacher and her pen. Welcome back to day 10. This is going to be the last one before the Easter holidays. So let's get on with the last couple of problems. Here's the first problem. How many 3-digit numbers have the product of their digits which are equal to 6? So how many 3-digit numbers have the product of their digits equal to 6? Remember, we used the word product the other day, and product means times. So how many 3-digit numbers would have their numbers that times to give 6? So for example, 3, 4 and 7 would not times all to make 6, would it? That's a 3-digit number. But what 3-digit numbers have the product of their digits equal to 6? So I want to know, how many 3-digit numbers are there? Press pause and have a go. Okay, so did you realise the only ones that will work are either 1, 1 and 6, because they all times together to make 6, or 1, 2 and 3. But there are lots of way rounds you can have these numbers. So for example, you could have had 116 and 161 and 611. And then with 1, 2 and 3, okay, you could have had 1, 2 and 3, 1, 3 and 2, 2, 1 and 3, 2, 3 and 1, and 3, 1 and 2, and 3, 2 and 1. So we have 6 here and 3 here, so the answer is 9. There were 9 different ways to make a product, to times the numbers to make 6. Well done if you got it.
Now this one is for big boys and girls.
Okay, and for the trickier problem today, we've got 3 boxes of calculations. I want you to work out what S plus U plus M is. Sum. What is the sum of S, U and M? So you're going to have to read them all. It says S, something, is 25% of 60. 60 is 80% of something. And the last one's tricky. 80 is something percent of 25. So you've got to try and work out what is S, what is U, and what is M. And then do S plus U plus M, and you can give me an answer. So press pause and see if you can have a go. So did you get it? I quite like to use bars to have a go at this question. So S is 25% of 60. So I'm going to put my bar here and say my whole bar is worth 60. Now, I know 25% is the same as 50% is half, so 25%. So this bit here is worth 25%. So if I cut 60 in half, I get 30. Cut it in half again, and I get 15. So S, 15, is 25% of 60, so I can put 15 just there. And I'm going to draw another bar up here. 60 is worth 80% of U. So this whole thing here is my U. 60 is 80% of it. So actually I know that if I count in 20s, 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, that would be 100%. But 80% of it is worth 60. 60 is 80% of my whole number. So if that's right, half of it must be 30, so these must be 15 each. So now I know they're all 15. 5 15s is 75. So U must be 75. So we've just got M to go. So sticking with the bar method, I'm just going to draw one down here. So 80 is something percent of 25. Well, if I have one box here and this is worth 25, that there is actually all of it. So that's 100% of it. So I need to make this up to 80. So another 25 and another 25 would make another 100%. and another 100%. But actually I've got 75. So I'm thinking if I was to draw another 25 box, I only need 5 more, because that's 75. I only need a fifth of the next box. And what is a fifth of 25? Just this little bit here would be 5. So what is 5 compared to the 25? It's a fifth of it, and 1/5 is the same as 20%. So actually, all of it together is 320%. So 80 is 320% of 25. So this one is 320. So all we've got to do now is add those up. 320, 75 and 15. 5 add 5 is 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 and 1 is 4. So altogether the answer is 410. Hope you got that right. And hopefully I'll see you after the Easter holidays. Enjoy your break.